Good afternoon and happy Friday. My name is Nayoka Lynn. So, sitting in my chair last night, I was going over my day and I thought about a few of the videos that I had watched throughout the course of the day. And I heard people speak of demons. Oh, well, they have a demon, or this is their demon, or whatever. Now, I mention this because I remember a long time ago when I had an idea of my own, a belief of my own about demons and demon possession or demon oppression or what the devil looked like. I had my idea of what they looked like, boogeymen, if you will. Mine were trollish looking and with rows of teeth and horrifying. Some had wings, some did not. I remember even oh my gosh, I want to say it was in the 1980s. I had gone to this Bible study with a dear friend of mine, and there was lots and lots of people there. It was in a lady's house, and the lady had just separated from her husband, and she was grieving. She loved him, and she didn't want to let him go, and she was grieving. So when I was walking up to, she had a refreshment table set out. I was walking up to there to get something to drink and nibble on. I looked back. I don't know why I looked back, but I looked back at her and I saw this skinny, ugly, it almost looked like wood, skinny, ugly demon laying down the middle of her, and he had a wingspan. His arms were out and he had wings. I was horrified. I had seen things in my life, but I had never seen that. So I ran to my friend and I said, "You're not going to believe what I just saw." And she said, "What is it?" And I told her. And she says, "Okay, I'm going to go pray for her." And she did. Now, through the years, I've learned different things. Source and my team have taught me a lot of things. And I remember when I asked about demons and this devil, why did I have that idea in my head, that they look this way? What is going on with that? Well, everything begins with a thought. Everything that you think often enough becomes beliefs. And that was my belief about the way they looked. So that's how I saw them. So I asked my team, I said, I know there's no boogeyman devil, and what about demons? That I carried that for a very long time. Oh, they have a demon. That's why they act that way. And so what my team had showed me was everything begins with a thought. Thoughts become beliefs. Now, if you've been hurt enough, abused enough, whatever your situation may be, you have a belief about certain things. Now, when they talk about demon possession, that is when that belief that you have controls the way you do things. It controls you, and in a very detrimental way. I mean, you may hurt people, because you've been hurt, or you may just hurt yourself some kind of way with addictions or whatever. That's when it controls you. It controls your mind, and it controls the way you do things. It's not a boogeyman that has slipped inside of you and is now controlling you like on the Avatar when they jumped in that big machine and they no, that's not what it is. It's a belief system that you have now that controls you in a fearful, detrimental way. Now, demon oppression is when you have a belief that pops up once in a while and irritates you a little bit, but you get over it. You can get past it. And this is what my team showed me. So when I heard yesterday people talking about demons, yeah, demons aren't boogeymen, but If you believe they look that way, they will look that way for you. I am so glad now that I know they're not like boogeymen. Now I know they are just thoughts that have become beliefs, fearful beliefs. Yeah. So I was sitting there and I was thinking about that. And then I started thinking about how different people, they say they've had visitations from angels, and some have wings, some are just pure light. There's all different visitations of something. Well, I believe that spirit showing up for you the way you think it's supposed to be. That's just my thoughts. So if you think an angel is all pretty and got wings and everything, well, that's probably how it's going to show up to you. Give you a message. Some people, it shows up in animal spirits. Yeah, you may have an animal that shows up in your life. But anyway, so I started thinking about that. Spirit shows up the way you believe spirit will show up. If you have a belief about heaven and hell, and say you've done some horrible things in your life, and you believe, you have a belief because you've been taught, well, if you've done things wrong, God, this unconditional loving God, is going to throw you in the pits of hell for eternity. Now, if you've been fed that fear, chances are, as soon as you pass, you may experience for a few minutes your hell as you believe it is. Beliefs are very powerful, very powerful. Yeah, very powerful. It'll cause you to see things in a certain way, your perception on things. Yeah. So I just wanted to touch on that today because I thought I was sitting there thinking, remembering when I believed demons, were these boogeymen that can slip inside of you or somebody else, It's your belief system. If you believe somebody has a demon, they're acting all kind of horrible ways, I guarantee you there's rewiring in their brain. Their beliefs have taken control. Their fears have taken control of them. They've gone through something horrific, and their brain's been rewired, and it controls them. Can it be fixed? Absolutely. You have to change your thoughts. Change don't happen until change happens. So I just wanted to touch on that today. I was sitting here this morning and think I'll share because of what I heard yesterday on YouTube. A lot of people talking about, they got a demon. That's their demons. And your demons are your beliefs that don't serve you, that keep you out of alignment, that hurt you, and oftentimes hurt others. Yes, that's all those unhealed parts taking control of the way you handle things. So if you are oppressed by your demons, these fearful thoughts pop up now and then, I suggest you put an end to them. Yeah, get busy about something you totally love doing. Yes, get excited about it. Focus on the beautiful things. There's plenty of beautiful things to focus on. Believe it. My name is Nayoka Lynn. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.